Hey, morning everybody. As you can see, we are just finishing off getting our potatoes harvested. They were actually ready for harvest yesterday evening, but I left them till this morning, clearly. So I think I've made a decision that I'm going to put a little bit of barley in this plot. So I'll have to go up and get the sewing machine shortly. The soya beans are also ready for harvest. So when we finished up yesterday, I was doing a contract over in field 17. So from that contract we also got an extra over $10,000 in leftovers, as I've come to call them. We also then took a contract in field 25, which was also soya, mostly because it's about the size of my field, relatively anyway, and I wanted to see what we were getting in yield from that, and I got just over 10,000 litres. However, the field conditions not as good as it is mine, so I'm hoping for maybe nearer 15 in my field today, so we'll see how that goes. To carry out for an early morning run, I'll put a little clip in there, or I will have put a little clip in there by the time you're seeing this. So he's all sorted for the day. We had a look at the sheep this morning. They're not quite full yet for wool, so we're keeping an eye on that. So all in all, yesterday between the contracts and selling off our own produce, we've made a reasonable amount of money. In fact, if I have a quick look at prices for the red grapes today, yeah, that's quite good. It's 786, so we'll try and get those sold soon as well. And then I think I'll just buy that lorry, and I think I'll buy a mechanical weeder as well. So yeah. And the other thing I've been thinking about recently is just, how long am I going to record on this here farm? I need to have something to aim for, I think. So what I've decided is that I'm going to aim for making my first million, so to speak, and that's $1 million once I've also bought most of the equipment and that I need, or whatever else I decided I'd like to do on the farm. I may get another sheep pen. I think I'll probably focus more on sheep and not do milk. I think I probably mentioned that before, but yeah. So I certainly think I'll probably get more sheep, and I definitely want to get more land. So yeah, let's aim for $1 million at a point where I'm happy that the future of my farm is looking good, and I can finally, start to take it a bit easier and hire workers to do the majority of the work for me. I think when I get to that stage, I'll be happy. I mean, I've got ideas of things how I want to develop my own living conditions and a bit better as well, so I'll include that in it. So yeah, how long that'll take us, it's anybody's guess, because at the moment we are spending money almost as quickly as we have to make it. And of course I should add in there, that would be loan free as well. That would be my first $1 million loan free, which I haven't started paying off yet, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, I'll buy the lorry, but I'll just lease the trailer for the moment. for the wool, and not right now because I think actually we'll see how much money we've got after we buy a lorry and a mechanical weeder, and maybe we might just be as well investing in it just means more bits of equipment scattered around the farm, but you know, it's just the way it goes. Right, so that's got some potatoes in there, which is fine. And yesterday the contracts, doing those soybean contracts, and I think even on the, I think if we look overall at, I mean including what we got from the contracts, if we look overall at our finances yesterday, I think, so we can see past it, what we got in terms of harvest income. So yesterday, I mean, we got near enough 55,000 in harvest income alone. So yeah, that's pretty good, I would say. Pretty good day. And probably one of the highest we've had in terms of harvest income so far. And of course we still have to sell the red grapes. At least 12,000 of that probably came from the leftovers of the two contracts I did yesterday, in particular the larger field. So, you know, but still pretty darn good. Right, let's get this ploughed and cultivated, and then we'll pop up for our sower. Oh yeah, I'll actually should run over it with the fertilizer, and actually let's just quickly check if it requires any lime, because I've lost count of where we are. No lime by the looks of things, so that's good. So just fertilizer. For now. Right, just quickly do a stage of fertilizer. In fact, I think, let's have a look at the map again, sorry, because I'm thinking, yep, I'm going to get a second stage of fertilizer on our grapes while we're here. And that herbicide tank has gone over there again, and I think it's possibly because it's a placeable rather than one standard one. I'll just fill this up. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Right, give me a second. Here we go. Right. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to carry on and get these fertilised, and I'll get the barley sown, and once that's done and we're ready to start the harvest up in our soybeans, I'll come back at that point, because I think yeah, I'm curious to see what I get off of there in terms of yield, and then we'll check prices out. So we shall catch you in a little bit. Right, we're all caught up, and as you can see we have a new lorry here. We've just left it. We also got our mechanical weeder, which has already been up at the field with. We've sowed the barley. It will need another fertiliser state eventually. And what else? So our money's probably going to be up and down, so we sold the red grapes and we also decided to sell a load of wheat. So if you look at our finances, so new vehicles, so we're just over 57,000 for the lorry and the mechanical weeder, and then we got nearly 20,000 for our red grapes and another almost 8,000 for our load of wheat that we sold. So that kind of almost, made up for some of what we'd already spent. So all in all, not too bad a start. The other thing we're looking at is, because of all this equipment I've got dotted around all over here, we are going to have to start thinking of, getting somewhere, getting a farmyard basically. So what I'm thinking is, now I won't be able to do this yet because I can't afford to. I'm going to have to earn quite a bit more money yet, but there's an area of land just here, over here a bit. I'm thinking of buying this, and then what I think I'll do is I'll move the sheep pasture from there, where it currently is, to over here, because the area the sheep pastures in I think will make a really good farmyard area because of the it's quite clear and it's a good shape as well, if that makes sense. So yeah, these are the things I'm to add to my plans. So yeah, I think the next thing is that's what I will probably do, and I still want to buy the Field 25, but again, we'll see. It'll depend how much money we start to make off our eggs and our wool and stuff as well. We'll see how that goes too, to be honest. They will either, when I'm asleep, will be full, which is usually what happens, or they will be tomorrow. Possibly we'll get the give them another quick clean while I'm over here because they are messy. We'll be ready to start moving them. So, but for now though, we are about to pop up and begin to harvest our soybeans. I had a look at the map, have a quick look, and I think you can see our field's a little bit bigger than 25, and as I say, I got 10,000 litres off of 25 yesterday, I think it was, for the soya, and ours is better and bigger, so I mean the soil's in better nick and it's bigger, so if I get 20,000 I'll be happy. I might be pushing my luck there, maybe we should just go for 17, but we'll see. Right, so we'll get in the tractor, take the trailer up, and then we can start to harvest our soya. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to add, but not at the moment anyway that I can think of. So yeah, I mean we'll have a look at the price of soya once we've finished the harvest to see if it's worth the selling of it or not, or whether we just store it for now. I think I'm definitely going to put canola in again afterwards. So yeah. So I'm a bit of a dilemma because I don't know whether I'll buy Field 25 first or whether I'll buy that other plot of land first and start getting my, the sheep moved and start getting my farmyard put in, because, it'll take a little while to start getting, I don't know why I've done that, to start getting getting the money back from 25, but it will come relatively quickly, I guess, because the harvest, you can see yesterday I took this, it's a bit dirty again, I did after I finished Field 17 and before I did Field 25 yesterday, I took it back down to the farm into our little toolbox there, and I put the little roofy thing on it to protect us from the sun. I did also give it a wash and a tune up because it was needing it after finished that field yesterday. Of course we did field 25 straight afterwards, so it's a bit dirty again, but not as bad as it was. So yeah, that'll give us some protection, and I can also put the flap up at the behind me if I need to give me a bit more, but I think it's looking okay. We should be fine. It's only if the sun gets low enough and it comes in the back of there, but I don't think it will. So lower that, turn on that, and put in the gas, and off we go. So for the eggs, I'm still thinking of buying another couple of these egg boxes. What's happened here? Have I hit the wrong button? I have. Sticking them in the back of the Miranda and filling them up at the chickens and then just taking them straight to the shop. It's just going to be a cheaper way than hiring the trailer, but then I'll have a think. I'll have a go and see. It could be a timely thing because it's going to be a lot of eggs once it's full, so we might change our minds on that, and it'll depend on the finances at that stage as well, I guess. Well, I did quite like the idea of just having the little egg boxes and doing it that way. So I think we'll probably have time to squeeze a contract or two in later today, depending on what they are. Certainly fertilising contracts would give us the quickest way to earn money. But happy to take on ploughing and cultivating, harvesting, pretty much whatever's needed doing to bring in a little bit of extra money. I think we're going to get quite a bit more off of this field than what we did out of that field 25 yesterday. Since, we're a little bit into the field and we've already got an almost full load, so that's not bad at all. This is hopefully. Oops, I've done it again. Just as well. Crop destruction is not a thing. for me. It started off okay. Oh, it's full, you muppet. Right, where did I put the lorry? It's over here. Lorry. Trailer. Yeah, I think we should at least get 15 to 17 off of this field. Which is not too bad at all. I was also, when I was, sorting out getting my new lorry and mechanical weeder, have another look at trailers. But there isn't really that much in stores at the moment that would be suitable. So we'll just have to carry on with this until we can afford another harvester, a bigger harvester. When we start, that's empty, and we can actually have a look. I mean, if you start looking at the next one up, it's not actually too much more. Well, it is actually, because we got a second-hand one, which was only about 30,000. So you can see the price of the new one of this is 84. The one we got, as I say, was 30. So yeah, I think if I was to get a next one, I would quite like one of the Rochelle Lashes. So I can, but yeah. But again, you see, it depends what I'm going to do with my farm, because in a way, if I just get this field and I get 25 and that's all the fields I actually buy and I just focus on the animals instead, is there any point to me getting a bigger harvester than this little one? Other than possibly for doing contracts, but it would take me a while to make back my money on contracts that way, I think. And this did not too bad on field 17 yesterday. I was quite impressed with it, actually. I think it would have been, and clearly it would have been quicker if I hadn't had to struggle to get up the hill as well. But all in all, it did grand. So, shall we stop waffling? Put a bit of music on now. I'm thinking I might not. I'm trying to decide speed lap or speed lap. Really, time lapse or no time lapse? That is the question. Okay. Tell you what, I shall stop waffling, and then we'll make a decision when we come to edit it. So we'll speak to you in a bit. Okay, we are on the last bit. I'm not quite sure if we'll get all of this into here or whether we're going to have to at least empty the harvester another time. It's possible like we will have to empty the harvester. We won't be far off of it, but there we go. We just shall go and empty this load and come back and quickly finish that off. And then we'll see what we've got in terms of harvest. Yield, so good. Right, let's see if we can do this awkwardly as usual. I did put it back up just to see what like it would be. Definitely gives that added bit of protection, a wee bit of a gap, but not bad. Let's put this down. Right. This last little bit. I think we've certainly got more yield than what we did on field 25. But we'll see how it goes. Oh my goodness. Epic fail. There we go. Oh. It's opened that again. Right. We probably should do. Okay. We'll look at contracts in a bit. There we go. I'm just going to move this here. Then I'm going to just abandon it there for now. So what have we got? 17,780 litres. So we were quite close when we said we'd hope to get about 17 off of it. So that's not too bad. We'll have a look at prices in a sec before we make a decision as to whether to sell or put it into the silo for now. I think, if we get about 1.4, we'll be happy. Let's have a look. Soybeans, oh no. Mind you, the data is actually not bad, but yeah, it's low. I'm looking for around 1.4 really, if I can. Okay, let's just store this for now then. we can go into our silo. And hopefully in a day or two we can sell it. There we go. Now then, we'll go and give that a fertilise. Let's drive over these fields. So, do we do another contract, which we probably have time to do, or a couple of quick ones? I don't think I'll sow this field tonight. I might get it ploughed and cultivated, but I think when it comes to sowing, I think that'll be a tomorrow job. Let's have a quick look at what contracts are available. We're going ploughing, harvesting, cultivating. Okay, I'll leave that just now. Because what I'll do is we'll get this fertilised, and then we shall go get the plough and see if we can get it ploughed and cultivated. Before we call it a day in terms of our farm, in terms of work. And I'll give more thought to whether or not we look to just purchase land first for, you know, so that we can get our sheep moved on and build a farmyard, start getting a farmyard built, or whether or not we buy that field down there first. Let's have a quick look and see how much that field is again. Right, so 25, here we go, 25. So that's 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 4, 6, I think. So my balance is 110, and yet it's saying, oh yeah, buy it. And I'm like, that, really? I could go into debt for that. But the other bit of land, of course, we're thinking of buying is this bit just here, which is quite a good size. And it's offering me to buy that as well, even though I don't have enough. That's really strange. Almost 165. So we're going 124, 165. Really? Not a huge difference. So yeah, it's a thought, but we definitely need a farmyard. But we also do need another field just to improve our profit margin a bit, and to make sure that as we grow our sheep farm, which is we're gonna have some other income from elsewhere. But yeah. We'll have a better idea, I think, in 2 or 3 days once we start to sell off our wool and egg production. And the sheep are, where are they now? 12 sheep. Yep, tomorrow we should get another one some point tomorrow. The chickens are doing really well and they need a bit more food. It'll be okay till tomorrow though. I think the max number of chickens in that coop is 100, so they're getting up towards their level. Then the question arises, do we then think about getting a larger chicken coop at some point? But again, we're going to need space for that, so yeah. No, hit the wrong button again. There we go. I'm quite happy we've got a lorry now that'll allow us to lease some other trailers too, if we need to at some point. Yeah. Okay, is that us? Yep, that's us. So we'll take this back down, go and get our plough, and then we'll get ploughing. We can get ploughed and cultivated today before we stop good, but I'm thinking that in terms of time for me finishing up today, again, hopefully not too late. I'd set up for 5, 6 o'clock. Well, it's still a bit of daylight, so I can just enjoy a bit of time just chilling in the sun. I think the grass is possibly going to be cut again, but I'll try and hold off on that till tomorrow. Oh, I think I better weed my barley actually now that we're down here as well, because it's looking like it's needing done. So I'll just quickly do that before I grab the plough and see how well that goes. There's a good chance that our grapes will be ready for harvest again tomorrow. They seem to be growing quicker than I'm anticipating at the moment. Oh yeah, this grass definitely needs cut again. It grows so quick around here. Alright. Might do that. I might just quickly cut the grass while I'm down here. Okay, little mechanical thing, do your job. That's good. It's a perfect size for this plot, but it was never going to do that field in a timely manner. It's just going to take forever. I mean, even the new one we've got, it is the smallest one out there. But, you know, I mean this, I don't even know if this is like a metre, whereas our new one's about 9 metres, so it should get the job done a bit quicker. But this is certainly quicker than the hoe, even though I'm having to use the tractor and things. And hopefully a bit more efficient as well in terms of not getting weeds later on, but we'll see. To be fair, I probably shouldn't be blaming the hoe, it's more possibly my own fault. Let me just have a quick look at that. Oh, see, it's still saying that there's weeds in there. It may just be this plot, you know, it may just be that, yeah, a bit weird. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is give that second stage of fertilizer, because it's through. And I'm also going to have to go off and create some space for these recordings because I'm running out. So I should probably delete some of the older stuff. Right, there we go. Let's you. I'll just put the plough on the back of this, but I am going to go and just quickly jump out and cut that grass before I head back up to the field. Right. And we'll lower it, turn it on, and away we go. So we're coming quite close to ending this for today, I think. I do like this little lawnmower. It's really quick. Does a really good job. Right, just do the front now. Tell you what, I'll pop over here actually and quickly do the just round about the potatoes. What chances are potatoes? The barley. Chances are it's don't want to actually mow the barley. It's probably going to need it again before harvest, but I just think it looks a bit neater, I think, with the grass cut round about it. Right, front lawn now. Right, go in right in front of the shop. And down here. And here as well. Okay, it's not perfect in there, but it'll do. So, I think, because I'm just about done this now, we shall say goodbye for today, and hopefully tomorrow we'll see you again and we'll be ready to sow us some canola, oilseed rape, all going well. So thanks again everybody for watching, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now, folks.